Welcome back. This is a little bit different than I normally do. This is going over all the stuff that I have in my house to aid in my fertility. So in case you're interested, stay tuned. Stick attuned. What did I just say? I don't even know what I just said. Blooper. So anyway, if you're new here, my name is Michelle and I started posting videos in February of this year, February 2024. After we had to go through a TFMR, my husband and I, for a pregnancy that was not viable. Probably the worst experience of my life, I will say that right now, hands down. 22 weeks pregnant. What the baby had was triploidy, which is just not compatible with life. It was paternal triploidy. So what that means is that it was caused by either a diploid sperm or two sperm entering the egg. The problem with paternal triploidy is it can cause cancer. In the female, you have to monitor HCG. It's a whole big thing. We decided to go through IVF after this experience for multiple reasons. I would say the most important one for me was that I knew if I went to a fertility doctor or clinic, they would take a lot of time to look at my uterus to make sure everything was okay. Because one of the most dangerous things with the TFMR is scar tissue and anything left behind or scarring that could like really impair fertility. So it was super important for me to be looked at completely after getting TFMR. But then it was also because I was terrified. Like I never wanted to experience this again in my life. The thing is that before trying to get pregnant, I really fine-tuned everything for the year prior to try to get my fertility really on track, egg quality great. Like I was taking everything and I still am. But what happened with us is when we went to the fertility clinic too, side note is that my husband has had prostatitis forever now, even since I've known him, and prostatitis is chronic. It doesn't go away. You can try to manage it, but it causes chronic inflammation, and chronic inflammation can cause a low morphology in the sperm. Low morphology makes it very, very hard for the female to get pregnant. And when we went to this fertility clinic, we learned that his morphology was very low. It was like under 2%, which we know is because of the inflammation. My husband's very healthy, takes a lot of supplements, but it would make it very hard to get pregnant. So that leads us to believe it was probably like a diploid sperm, which means a sperm carrying all 46 chromosomes. And when it's low morphology, when semen is low, or when sperm is low morphology, my nurse at the clinic explained to me as the sperm is like a FedEx truck carrying packages. So a sperm carries DNA and a FedEx truck carries packages. And when the morphology is low, it's something like that FedEx truck won't have like a tire or a missing tire, something wrong with it, so it can't drive properly. This is what I've been doing for my own fertility, and I just wanted to go over this in case anybody is wanting to start and look into any of this. I'm not gonna go too much into every single supplement, mainly because any woman who is about to start her trying to conceive journey ends up going down the supplement train and getting all the supplements. But there are other things like household products, cleaners, beauty products I just want to talk about and just touch briefly on. I'm going to do a little assembly line right now of some of these products, just bring it up, say it, because these are just like the basic supplements for health that like even if you're not trying to conceive, you should take. And then I'll go more into my favorite ones that are like real good for fertility. So vitamin E, omega 3, 6, and 9, zinc, iron, C complex, A, vitamin D3, cod liver oil, collagen. This one, Berberine, did I say that right? Listen, don't come for me if I don't say things right. I'm an idiot with saying things right. Is it zoomed in? I just started taking this. This is for metabolism, gut health, but I also read recently it helps aid in fertility, so I'm gonna keep taking that. Now these are the ones that I think are super important if you're trying to conceive. Selenium is one of them. I don't know if I said that already. Selenium is a great antioxidant. CoQ10, Ubiquinol. This is the best one that I found so far because the one that I was taking before was 200 milligrams for 2. This is 600 milligrams, 2 capsules. So I will link that. This one is fantastic. I always look at like take more the merrier. Also prenatal, I switched my prenatal because the thing is that before I even got pregnant, when I was looking up what supplements to take, I was doing a lot of research, and this one woman I was talking to said, take a methylfolate, because a lot of women have trouble metabolizing, digesting straight up the folate. Get the methylated folate. So I was taking that right off the bat, ever since the beginning. Methylated folate. According to my fertility doctor, she said you can't take too much folate, it's fine. So I'm taking this on top of my prenatal. The thing is though, is that if you have the MTHR, is that the mutation, you know what I'm talking about? Folic acid in the regular form can be harmful for you if you take too much of it. So don't take a prenatal that has that. I actually suggest just taking a prenatal that just has a methylated folate, because it makes more sense. If you don't know if you have the gene mutation, and a lot of people in America do, a lot of people across the world do, why not just take it and be prepared? So this is the best prenatal I found. It's TheraNatal. You see that right there. And the interesting thing about this prenatal is they already have the methylated folate, but they have different types. So this is the Preconception vitamin and mineral supplement, but this one, if you get pregnant, you would take this for the whole entire first trimester. Then after the second trimester, you would go to their prenatal. This is fantastic. Love this stuff. And then because I have the gene mutation, I'm also taking the methylated B complex, because B is super important. Another thing that I added to it was ALA. And this I learned is also good for fertility, but I was actually taking it when I was pregnant because I developed a subchronic hematoma. And upon research, they said to take ALA and drink pomegranate orange juice mixture to get rid of it. And it worked. It was like 1 week, it was completely gone and stopped bleeding. So this stuff is fabulous, fabulous. And it's an antioxidant. It's great to take even when you're trying to conceive. So I definitely recommend this as well. Because I almost forgot to say this. Iodine, 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 iodine. You need to take iodine. And why do I say this? Because I myself fail to take my iodine, and it is so important. Why? Because it helps your thyroid. Thyroid health. Iodine supports your thyroid health. And I had no idea how important the thyroid was in trying to conceive, but my thyroid was always like 2.2, normal as can be. But after pregnancy, my thyroid, what is it, TSH, I think that's what it is, went up to like 3.2. And it's very common for your thyroid to crash after pregnancy. Don't know why, it just happens. So right now they put me on Synthroid, the fertility clinic, because they have to have it under 2.5 when you're trying to conceive, because it really has an impact on fertility. If I was not doing IVF, would I be taking Synthroid? No, I would just be taking iodine. It's just they want quick results, you know what I mean? I'll do what they say. I'll listen to them. But if you are experiencing a hard time getting pregnant, or if you're having trouble trying to conceive, definitely consider trying iodine or getting your thyroid levels checked, because I don't think that many women know how that can affect fertility or make it harder to conceive. So if you're not taking an iodine supplement, definitely do so. And like I said, the reason I'm going over the supplements kind of fast is because everyone pretty much already knows kind of what to take. If you don't, and if you have any questions, feel free to just like shoot them in the comments and I'll get back to you right away. But the one thing I wanted to talk about is like what they wash your hair with, what you put on your body. Now I admit right now I'm a hypocrite, because right now I have acrylic nails. I don't know if acrylic nails are good or bad or safe, whatever. I'm assuming it's not the best to be in there and breathing those things. But I just went through a TFMR. I wanted to pamper myself. I gave up a lot of things during pregnancy, like lifting and certain workouts and things like that. And I just wanted to just feel like I was pampering myself. And that's why I've been doing it for my mental health. The minute I'm about to do an embryo transfer, I'm probably gonna have to say goodbye, because the baby comes first. Baby health comes first. But besides that, if you want to get your nails done, if you're someone who gets your nails done, that's fine. It's all within moderation. We're not gonna be able to escape everything on this planet, but we can do the best we can to stay well-rounded and stay away from toxins. So the one thing that I really wanted to make sure I stayed away from the most is like parabens, sulfates, and shampoo is one of them. I have a lot of hair. So I completely switched to the Native shampoo and Native conditioner. This is the only one I like. I've tried a couple other ones. They make my hair feel greasy and slimy, and I hate it. Another thing is the Native deodorant is the only single one that actually works. That's a natural deodorant. Only one. All the other ones make you stink. That's perfect. Now, when I curl my hair, I need hairspray. And I originally got this. It's ExStatyk. I don't know if my camera's gonna focus on that, ExStatyk. I originally got this because I get like a lot of static electricity in my hair, especially during the winter. And this was fragrance free, didn't have any parabens or sulfates, and it hydrates conditions, controls frizz. And for static, it's great. It's just you have to use only like a little bit because it actually makes your hair hard like hairspray does, which made me think, oh, I'm gonna use this as hairspray. So now I use it as hairspray. Works fine. Also, if you have thin hair like me, you need a volumizer after you take a shower. And this one is sulfate-free, fragrance-free, paraben-free. And this one was also on Amazon. There you go, also on Amazon. Is that. Now, if you are someone who uses dry shampoo, I also found a great fragrance-free, good for you, well not bad for you, dry shampoo, and it's called Hair Dance, also on Amazon. I love me my dry shampoo. See that? There you go. Those are just some of the beauty things. Now for menstruation. Now listen, this is a controversial thing. Even from just looking this up before coming on here, do a little Googling. And even from Googling, I saw it was fact checked and said that no, tampons don't cause endometriosis. But if you look at the article that was being fact checked, it says that it's not true that tampons push the endo material back up and cause endometriosis. I believe that. I will agree with that fact check. But the reason why tampons are considered to be bad and dangerous is because tampons, sanitary napkins, all those things contain phthalates and sulfates and like chemicals on the cotton that's right by your hoo-ha. You don't want chemicals by your hoo-ha. So if you don't believe me, after this, go to Dr. Bird, search on YouTube, Dr. Bird, endometriosis. He goes into the whole thing about how the chemicals on the cotton of the tampons or the pads or the sanitary napkins actually cause a faux estrogen in your body that makes the endo happen. So he didn't have to tell me that twice. I now use menstrual underwear, organic kind, because I'm not playing. I'm not doing that to my body. I don't want it. I don't want any chemicals up my hoo-ha. That's what I use. If you use period cups, I'm sure that's great too, but period cups hurt my vagina. Can't use them, too painful. For me at least. If you like them, great, but I just can't do it. So along with cleaning yourself, hygiene, things like that, you also clean your clothes. 7th gen. No fragrance, no sulfates, good for you, no unhealthy, unnatural fragrance. And then this is my favorite cleaner. It's Dr. Bronner's Suds. Now this stuff is pretty powerful and very soapy, so you really have to dilute it. So what I do is I dilute it in this big little cleaner bottle with some water, and if you need to cut back grease, you just use vinegar. Completely organic, no chemicals, clean your whole house. Whole house looks great, smells great, perfection. Now, along with that, I have a dish soap, which I forgot to bring over here, which is just fragrance-free, paraben-free. You want to get away from the fragrance because the fragrance is made of chemicals. Also, coffee. We all love our Keurig pods. And even though if you look it up, it says that Keurig pods are completely safe, in my brain, I don't trust it because it is a little thin little plastic thing and you're putting boiling hot water on it and you're going to tell me there's no plastic leaking off and going into my body. Hard to believe. So I got these on Amazon, stainless steel little Keurig refill cups. You just wash them out and the coffee tastes so much better. I can't even describe it. It's amazing. It tastes great again. It doesn't taste like poop, which it was for a while. So I definitely recommend that. Now, last but not least, when I was trying to conceive, I found a tea, a fertility tea. And the main reason I found it was because I was looking for something like warm my womb during the 2-week wait. And the minute first ones I ordered were the Fertile Mama and the detox tea. And I barely got to take the detox tea because I went right into this. Now the thing is I ordered the other ones. I ordered BITCH's Brew and Fertile Moon Tea. I ordered these right after I ordered that because they're very expensive, so I had to space it out. But by the time they came, I was already pregnant, so couldn't use them. But this Fertile Mama tea was so good. I loved it so much. And you're supposed to take it during your follicular phase. If you order from this brand, it's called Wisdom of the Womb. You get into like a little card and it tells you like when to take it during your cycle. This is the only one that you can take like basically your whole cycle, during your period, during ovulation, during 2-week wait, the whole time. So, and they're kind of expensive. They're like $30 a bag. So if you have to get any, get this one because you can take the whole time. I took it during my period. I took the whole time. And then I got pregnant, and during the 2-week wait, I was also taking it because I figured it was a great womb warming tea. And then when I got pregnant, I couldn't take it because it has in it the raspberry leaf. So then I ordered the, where is it? Blissful Mama tea. I stopped taking that then when I wasn't pregnant anymore. But these teas are great if you're into the teas. It literally has a certain tea for every part of your cycle. You take the BITCH's brew tea during your period, and you switch the fertile moon tea for ovulation. You take it during certain points of your cycle, but if you can only get one, definitely get the Fertile Mama one, because that one you can just take the whole time. This is my favorite one anyway. This one tasted so good. Just get a tea diffuser. And I have to ask my doctor, of course, beforehand, but when I start stims, I'm gonna see if I'm allowed to take this because this helps with like follicular growth. I'm starting stims like literally in like a week. Estrogen's doing a number on me. But I hope that this wasn't too fast. It's just, if I would've went through all of this really slow, this would've been like a really long video. Just trying to get to the point. If you have any questions though, or you need like a certain detailed question, ask and I will answer in the comments. I know there's a lot more you can take for fertility as for supplements, but this is just what I take because I'm always afraid I'm gonna like mess up my cycle and do things like that. So I try to like keep it safe. I know some people take like a lot of other things I can't pronounce. This is just what I take. But I do want to stress that if you can't afford to take a lot of supplements, if you are penny pinching, because I've been there a lot too, at least invest in a really good prenatal, like one that has the methylfolate in it. The methylated folate, it's not gonna harm you. If you can digest folic acid, it's just gonna help you digest it better. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. Because if you have a deficiency in folic acid, you can end up getting birth defects, all this stuff with your baby, and you don't want that. And also the CoQ10, I think this one's the best bang for your buck because it's 600 milligrams, 2 capsules, literally the best one. I would consider a great investment in your Ubiquinol, and also try to get as much clean products as you can in your house. You don't want those toxins wreaking havoc on your body, and just try to look at it like just being super healthy. That's like the easiest way I think to look at it. Look at revamping your life as being the healthiest version of you that you can be, because your hormones aren't going to be in order, your fertility is not going to be in order if you're not the healthiest version of you. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them below. And I will see you next time. Wish me luck going through stims because I hate needles. Hopefully I don't have a mental breakdown because I'm going to be terrified. I'm probably gonna be running away from my husband. It's gonna be like a horror film. He's gonna be chasing me with needles. I'm gonna be running around the house. That's what I'm envisioning. I have to try to be brave. I'll see you later. Till next time, now I have to put all this stuff away. If you only saw all of this, I have to put it away now. Sometimes I wonder why I do certain things. Oh well. See you later, alligators.